Hello, this is your weekend weather briefing for Labor Day weekend 2015 from the National Weather Service office in Riverton, Wyoming. We're looking at a weekend of fire and ice as a storm system moves in from the west again. What you're looking at here, the shaded image, that is the air mass temperature. So blue is cold, red is warm. And the blotchy images, that's the forecast precipitation along with this system. So you see the cold air moving in Saturday evening with a few showers and thunderstorms out ahead of it this afternoon and again Saturday afternoon. Most of the precipitation will remain north of here, but we could get clipped, especially in Yellowstone and the northern Absarokas. As far as fire weather impacts, we are getting some very deep and swift dry southwest flow out ahead of this system, and any lightning that does occur will most likely be fairly dry, so it could start a few fires. The area is shaded in pink in the center. That's where we have a red flag warning today through 9 p.m. And in the same area in central Wyoming, we also have a fire weather watch from Saturday through Monday for very dry, warm, and windy conditions Friday through Tuesday. A high Haines index, which means it's very unstable, Sunday through Tuesday, and also for thunderstorms today and again on Saturday. Our confidence with this is not as high as we would like it to be, as the models have been kind of wishy-washy on where these elements will line up, but we are expecting a fairly high impact from this system. Going into our fall storm, this is where we expect most of the snow to fall, so across Yellowstone, Absarokas, and the higher elevations of the Tetons and into the Wind Rivers. However, there could be a few snow showers making it down into the Jackson Valley, mostly north of Jackson in the Moose and Moran Junction area. So the time of greatest impact we're expecting Saturday night through Sunday. We could see measurable snow in Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Parks. This shouldn't be too high of an impact, but because it's so early in the season, we are placing it as a moderate or yellow impact overall. Again, confidence is not as high as we would like it to be due to the model changes. And aside from the snow, we are expecting a lot of wind east of the divide. Here's where we are expecting the strongest winds on Saturday. So strong southwest flow across much of the area, but especially across the south from Rock Springs to Casper. And then again on Sunday, we shift to more of a westerly flow behind the front, so areas that are prone to stronger west-northwest winds, like Cody and the upper Wind River Basin, batten down the hatches. Precipitation Friday through Monday, we're not expecting a whole lot. Probably the best chance for a wetting rain will be, again, across the north in Yellowstone. Cody could see a wetting rain, but here across the central basins, we're not expecting as much. Looking at temperatures, this is expected to be a fairly strong cold front. So temperature changes between Friday and Sunday. We're expecting a 15 to 20 degree temperature drop across much of central and northern Wyoming, with the biggest changes across the mountains. And for your Labor Day forecast, not a terrible day. Again, we're looking at high fire danger between Riverton and Casper, and maybe as far north as KC and down by Jeffrey City. With Buffalo, highs around 70, highs in the 70s in the northern Bighorn Basin, a little bit cooler in Yellowstone in the 50s and 60s for your highs on Monday. A few clouds around, but overall not too bad. Pretty windy across the south, high fire danger across central Wyoming. The 8 to 14 day outlook, we're looking at above normal temperatures across the west and possibly below normal temperatures as you get further east in Wyoming. And we are expected to dry out next week, so that is not a good thing to see for fire danger. And we would like to remind you, one less spark, one less wildfire. There will be a lot of people outside enjoying the Wyoming countryside this weekend, so please be careful with your campfires, be careful with your barbecues, make sure that everything is out and doused and stirred. It is not a good weekend to burn weeds, so please try to not do that. And if you are under any burning restrictions, please check with local emergency management to be sure that you're following the rules. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can call us anytime at 1-800-211-1448. Enjoy your holiday weekend.